Good evening, Katie. How are you? And good evening, everyone else. Hope everyone's having a pleasant Tuesday night. Here for a 5-box CK Blaster Break. No slate hit so far in the case that these have come out of, so hopefully we can find ourselves one. Right, there's no mini. We've already run the mini for this one, guys, so we're straight into the teams. It's good, Katie. Yeah, just it's a bit cooler here in Queensland at the moment. It's all rugged up warm and in the break room, ready to open some cards. Hopefully pull you guys some bangers. Okay, just need to get rid of that. There we go. There's our teams. We'll run these 7 times. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We've got the Rockets down the bottom and the Wolves up the top. Okay. We've got Josh. You've got the Wolves, Michael with the Pels, Reese with the Cavs, Mick with the Thunder, David with the Grizz, Amy with the Wiz, Michael with the Heat, Ferret with the Clippers, Brad with the Hornets, Adam with the Jazz, Dion with the Magic, Mick with the Bucks, Sam with the Knicks, Michael with the Lakers, Rylan with the Bulls, BJ with the Suns, Max with the Warriors, Robert with the Pacers, Katie, you've got the Blazers, Lucan with the Nuggets, Michael with the Nets, Clement with the Raptors, Lawrence with the Hawks, Linton with the Kings, Sean with the Sixers, Max with the Pistons, Alan with the Celtics, Dominic with the Mavs, Matthew with the Spurs, and Rylan with the Rockets. Max and Tummer, I see you're tagging yourself. You're both onto it. Good work, boys. Okay. Chuck the teams in the comments, guys. If you're jumped on and missed the teams, just sing out and I'll let you know. Right, let's get stuck in. They are, aren't they, Katie? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I've got a couple of rookies. It's nothing worse than getting a team with no rookies and just knowing you're doomed from the start. Right, here we go. Cade blank slate, please. Okay, or a Steph. Let's see what we can do for you, Tummer. I'd love to pull a Cade slate. That would be absolute sick. Pulled a Cade Kaboom, obviously, so we need the slate to go with it. Right, Karis LeVert for the Cavs, Trae Young for the Hawks, KD for the Nets, Jalen Green for the Rockets, Scotty Barnes for the Raptors, and Modern Strokes Mello for the Lakers. Got Pascal Siakam for the Raptors, Karl Anthony Towns for the Wolves, SGA for OKC, Jalen Suggs for the Magic. We've got Usman Garuba for the Rockets, and we've got an acetate, and it's Zoya Williams for the Grizz. So that's my team. Right, give me a sec, boys. Lawrence, you got the Hawks. And Josh, you got the Wolves. And Joel, yes, it is top 3. Sorry, guys, just bear with me for a sec. Yeah, the Noir Mini, so it's top 3, but the top 5 win. So first, second, and third get a spot in the main, and 4th and 5th get a Contenders Blaster. is a bit of a consolation. Right, John Collins for the Hawks, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizz, Chris Middleton for the Bucks, Corey Kispert for the Wiz. There you go, Amy. We've got a numbered SGA for OKC, and that is to 99, 10 of 99. And contemporaries, Brad Beal for the Wiz. Got Drew Holiday for the Bucks, Miles Bridges for the Hornets, Zach LaVine for the Bulls, Quentin Grimes for the Knicks, Chris Duarte for the Pacers, and Artistry in Motion Giannis for the Bucks. Geez, it would be nice to get a spot. Yeah, it is, Joel. It's a good way to do it. And there is another one up at the moment if you are keen. The first 3 boxes of Noir have been pretty good, so there's a good chance that the 4th one is pretty good as well. D-Book for the Suns, LeBron for the Lakers, DeAndre Ayton for the Suns, got Isaiah Jackson for the Pacers, Bones Highland for the Nuggies, and Acetate, Corey Kispert for the Wiz. Good man, Joel. Good man. Other goodies in there as well. Origins and Mosaic Hobby, and it's a good break. It's a bit of everything. Looking forward to ripping it. Okay, CJ McCollum for the Pels, Jamal Murray for the Nugs, Anthony Edwards for the Wolves, got Evan Mobley for the Cavs. Oh, the white always gets me. It's a dress to impress. Josh Primo for the Spurs, and for the Magic, Jalen Suggs. Right, 1 box down. Wizards are going all right, Amy. I think Corey Kispert doesn't look too bad. He's had a bit of a rough rap on him, but I think if he gets some minutes, I think he might be all right. The Wizards are probably a good team for him to get those minutes. Especially with all these rumours flying around that Bradley Beal has requested a trade. Right, Derrick Rose for the Knicks, Lonzo Ball for the Bulls, Kyle Lowry for the Heat, Ayo Dosunmu for the Bulls, Keon Johnson for the Blazers, and Modern Strokes, Tyler Hero for the Heat. We've got Julius Randle for the Knicks, Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers, Nikola Jokic for the Nugs, James Bouknight for the Hornets, Cam Thomas for the Nets, and Acetate, Herb Jones for the Pels. We've got Rudy Gobert for the Jazz, Jason Tatum for the Celtics, Kawhi for the Clippers. Got Josh Giddey. There he is. The first Giddey sighting. We've got a numbered Caris LeVert for the Cavs. 13 of 99. As my camera adjusts. It's not going to. It's 13 of 99. And Dame Time. Contemporaries for the Blazers. Got Damian Lillard for the Blazers, Steph for the Warriors, Russell Westbrook for the Lakers, Trey Murphy III for the Pels, Jared Butler for the Jazz, and Artistry in Motion, Shaq for the Lakers. Got RJ Barrett for the Knicks, Joel Embiid for the Sixers, AD for the Lakers, Jeremiah Robinson Earl for OKC. Jeez, these bloody upside down cards. Santi Aldama for the Grizz, and this one's going to be upside down, isn't it? Yeah. Davion Mitchell Acetate for the Kings. I'm too OCD to not turn them around. Rod, our soccer guy, just leaves them upside down and just keeps I can't do it. Tobias Harris for the Sixers. DeMar DeRozan for the Bulls. Domantas Sabonis for the Kings. Alperen Sengun for the Rockets. Brandon Boston Jr. for the Clippers. And Modern Strokes, Anthony Edwards for the Wolves. Box number 3. Right, Jeremy Grant for the Pistons. Jimmy Butler for the Heat. Kristaps for the Wiz. Trey Murphy III for the Pels. Jared Butler for the Jazz. And Astro in Motion, Zion for the Pels. Fred VanVleet for the Raps. Derrick Rose for the Knicks. Alonzo Ball for the Bulls. Jeremiah Robinson Earl for OKC. Santi Aldama for the Grizz. And acetate Scotty Barnes for the Raptors. Right, Kyle Lowry for the Heat. Julius Randle for the Knicks. Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers. Alperen Sengun for the Rockets. Got another numbered card. It's for the Rockets as well. It's Christian Wood. And that is to 25, 11 of 25. Going out to the Rockets. And Dressed to Impress, LeBron for the Cavs. More like dressed for school. Okay, Nikola Jokic for the Nugs. Rudy Gobert for the Jazz. Jason Tatum for the Celtics. Got Brandon Boston Jr. for the Clippers. Cade Cunningham, there he is, for the Pistons. And Modern Strokes, Jason Tatum for the Celtics. Got Kawhi for the Clippers. Damian Lillard for the Blazers. Steph for the Warriors. Franz Wagner for the Magic. Zaire Williams for the Grizz. And acetate Austin Reeves for the Lakers. Got Russell Westbrook for the Lakers. RJ Barrett for the Knicks. Joel Embiid for the Sixers. Josh Christopher for the Rockets. Jalen Green for the Rockets. And contemporaries, Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers. Box number 4. Got Brad Beal for the Wiz. Klay Thompson for the Warriors. Mike Conley for the Jazz. Cade Cunningham, again for the Pistons. Franz Wagner for the Magic. And acetate Trey Mann for OKC. Running this again if no slate. Probably not tonight, Lawrence. I might do. Let me think about it. It'll either be, we'll run it back, or we might do a 5-box MJ Blue. I'll overthink. We've got Bam Adebayo for the Heat. Darius Garland for the Cavs. Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Zaire Williams for the Grizz. We've got a numbered Modern Strokes. It is Chris Middleton for the Bucks. And that is to 99. 27 of 99. We've got Artistry in Motion LeBron for the Lakers. Got Karis LeVert for the Cavs. Trae Young for the Hawks. Got KD for the Nets. Josh Christopher for the Rockets. Jalen Green for the Rockets, and dressed to impress, Scotty Barnes for the Raptors. Got Pascal Siakam for the Raptors, Karl Anthony Towns for the Wolves, SGA for OKC, Kai Jones for the Hornets, Scotty Barnes for the Raptors, and acetate James Bouknight for the Hornets. John Collins for the Hawks, Jaren Jackson Jr. for the Grizz, Chris Middleton for the Bucks, Franz Wagner. No, that's Jalen Suggs. Pardon me. And Usman Garuba for the Rockets. And Modern Strokes, Brandon Ingram for the Pels. Got Drew Holiday for the Bucks, Miles Bridges for the Hornets, Zach LaVine for the Bulls, Corey Kispert for the Wiz, Quentin Grimes for the Knicks, and contemporaries, Pascal Siakam for the Raps. Right, one more box. Last box mojo. Okay, James Harden for the Sixers, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings, Ja for the Grizz, Zaire Williams for the Grizz, Josh Christopher for the Rockets, and Austrian Motion Jimmy Butler for the Heat. Brandon Ingram for the Pels, Paul George for the Clippers, Carmelo Anthony for the Lakers, Jalen Green for the Rockets, Kai Jones for the Hornets, and acetate Herb Jones for the Pels. Got Jeremy Grant for the Pistons, Jimmy Butler for the Heat, Kristaps for the Wiz, Scotty Barnes for the Raptors. We've got a numbered Miles Bridges for the Hornets, and that is to 25 as well, 6 of 25. And dressed to impress, Russell Westbrook for OKC. It's one of his more tamer outfits. Got Fred VanVleet for the Raps, Derrick Rose for the Knicks, Lonzo Ball for the Bulls, Jalen Suggs for the Magic, Usman Garuba for the Rockets. Oh, it's a Modern Strokes. I keep seeing white at the back and it makes my heart rate increase. Brad Beal, Modern Strokes for the Wiz. Got Kyle Lowry for the Heat, Julius Randle for the Knicks, Tyrese Maxey for the Sixers, Corey Kispert for the Wiz, Quentin Grimes for the Knicks, and acetate Davion Mitchell for the Kings. Right, last pack, guys. We've got Nikola Jokic for the Nugs, Rudy Gobert for the Jazz, Jason Tatum for the Celtics, Chris Duarte for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson for the Pacers, and no slate, unfortunately, guys. It's a contemporaries. It is Nikola Jokic for the Nugs. Right, that is us, guys. Nothing too exciting in that one, unfortunately. I will chuck something else up for those that don't want to jump in the Noir break. But yeah, the Noir break is also up as well with a mini. So yeah, there'll be something for everyone in a second. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. We'll see you shortly.